And fingers crossed we hear good news for Xavier soon.
He looks good in that Aussie shirt.
He certainly does.
Absolutely. Good on yourself. Catch you tomorrow. Bargains are returning to the used car market. In the news at 6, prices take a turn. The models with the best deals.
And it looks as though we're going to see a complete sunny day across the Goldie tomorrow. All the weather's next, everybody.
Sharyn Ghidella is here now with the top stories coming up shortly in the news at 6.
Steve, coming up, watch the moment a tinny gets swallowed by surging floodwaters as calls grow for another housing buyback. Plus, we have the southeast Mozzie map where they're on the attack. Also tonight, police under siege in their own station. Ethan, the tearaway who needed rescuing from a claw machine. We explain new concussion guidelines for junior sport. Do you have the power? The rush for tonight's record jackpot. And Cameron Smith quits the Maroons, meet his replacement. 7 News at 6 is just ahead.
Catch you then, Sharyn. Weather time now, and let's go back to Paul Burt at Burleigh. And Bertie, you are coaxing back the full sunny days.
Oh, look, Steve, I started the Sundance about a month ago and, yeah, it's here today. Tomorrow it's looking great. And the weekend sensational here on the Gold Coast. I'll tell you what, this favourite surfing spot for many here at Burleigh Headland. Absolutely stoked to see the crew out there. Nice little shapely right-handers there peeling off that point. I tell you what, it's great. Let's take a look at, of course, the weather cam there at top of Q1. Not a bad start to the day, of course. A little bit of cloud just poking through. The sunshine letting its rays do its business. And of course, as the day progressed, it started to clear on up. As we take a look now at the temperatures around Eleanor, sitting steady at 26 degrees. Winds a little bit southeast there at around 30 k's. To today's temperatures, highs of 29 degrees for the Southport Seaway, then across the majority of the coast, 30 the average, down to about 22 degrees overnight from Nerang. To the charts now, we can see a bit of a trough there. It's pushed a low out into the Coral Sea, and of course up in the Gulf there. That low still from XTC Kirrily, just hovering around. That'll bring some rain to the central western parts of Queensland over the coming days. But that high, let's focus on that because that's what's bringing us some great weather for the next couple of days. Looking sensational, playing outdoor activities for sure. Blue skies tomorrow across the Gold Coast, highs of 33 for Yatala, 31 for Southport, down to 21 overnight also for Burleigh, 20 to 31 for Robina, at Canungra, 35, stay closer to the coast. 21 to 31 for Surfers Paradise. Boaties, light winds, afternoon Ori sea breeze, more on that shortly with the surf as we see some beautiful waves on the points. Looking ahead great through to Monday, a couple of showers returning next week. Yeah, we're back and it's Burleigh and it's time for the surf report. Let's check it out. For the divers, if you're keen to get out there over the coming days, we've got around 10 to 20 metres visibility. It has been fluctuating closer to the bars, a little bit dirty on that run-out tide, but still, water temp 25 to 26 degrees down at Palmy. Now, if you're heading out for a surf, well, we're going to have pretty good conditions along the entire Goldie tomorrow. Offshore winds to start with. Water temp is up there, as I mentioned. Of course, the swell holding steady at around that east-southeast at around a metre, so those banks on that morning 6:30 a.m. low tide should be firing up. Have a look at the fishing scene. Been some nice catches inshore, plenty of sand crabs or blue swimmers about, so nice flathead and whiting. Whiting are everywhere. Council Chambers, Crab Island, and also offshore, been a few small catches. Have a look at this for a poor old catch, but then beautiful mulloway from the local wrecks and the artificial northeast of the Seaway. Good luck. And team, absolutely gorgeous conditions down here. A lot of the crew just taking in the afternoon sunset. Temperature's still about 25 here in the headland, but tomorrow will be the warmest for the next few days. Beautiful weekend ahead.
Sounds great. Thanks for that, Bertie, and that is the way it is this Thursday. Thanks very much for your company. For now, from 7's Gold Coast News team, have a great night. The news at 6 is starting now.